Hey YouTube, Colorado Hunter Hiker here. This week we're going to talk about another essential gear and tip, and that is insulation and base layers. These are essential because it can, quite frankly, be life-saving. For those of you who um, don't have a system out there, I'm going to go through what I use and let you know what I like about it, what I don't, my thoughts on its usability for both hunting and hiking and backpacking, and tell you some things that I'm looking at getting in the future to expand on this system that I've used for at least the last couple seasons, but for quite a while in theory anyway. um, Base layers. Best thing out there that I found is either wool or some synthetic. First Light, for instance, down here and right here are their new Arrow Wool Dobson boxers, and those things are great. It's frankly lighter. They stay warm, but they also keep you cool. So kind of that wool idea, keep you warm when it's cold out and keep you cool when it's hot out. But these ones tend to dry a little bit faster. Pretty happy with those. Before that, I was using the Ex Officio boxers. I know a lot of people that wear them every day and love them. They're quite fantastic. And then I obviously have the Kuyu base layer there. Those are the 145 zip off bottoms, so they zip all the way from the bottom up, which means you don't have to take your pants off to get them off. Um, I honestly haven't tried to put them on with your pants on, but I don't think that's going to work very well. They just make it so that you don't have to take your pants off to take your base layer off. So I've done that on a cool morning. Wear those, take them off midday, and then you're good to go the rest of the day. Um, One thing you're going to notice is most of the gear here is Cuir Verde, and that's really handy, except when everything looks the same. So, frankly, if you're not going to get, if you're going to save money for not buying camo, do it on your base layer, because frankly, no one's going to see it. For instance, oh, sorry about that. For instance, that's a 145 short sleeve t-shirt, and it's pretty easy to see on top of this Verde. So when it's inside your bag, you can easily grab it, take it out. That 145 long sleeve is quite a bit harder to find if you're looking inside the bag. Everything in there is Verde. It's pretty hard to find a single piece. You almost have to go by feel, and that's not always the easiest way to do it. So no one's if you miss an animal, frankly, because you don't have camo underwear, you're doing something wrong. You wouldn't have gotten that animal anyway. So, base layer is a great way to save money, get the solid colors. But I will say, if you can get something made by a hunting company instead of one that's not necessarily designed for hunting, you're supporting our industry. And at the end of the day, we all got to stick together. So, my suggestion: check out First Light's Dobson boxers, and frankly, I think you'll be pretty happy. So after you've got your bottom base layer here, gotta move to the top. Um, I've had real good luck, frankly, and I like to get the zip top there, which is folded over right now, but that's a quarter zip or almost a half zip, and frankly, that can help with venting. So if you're gonna get one, I didn't get it on the 145, but I did on the 210 there. I would get the zip so that you can vent if you need to. You're not really losing that much heat from the zipper being there, so even if it's gonna be a next to skin layer, go with the zipper. It helps with venting. Very, very key. But again, merino wool next to skin, merino wool next to skin. It dries easier. It keeps you cool when it's hot out, and it keeps you warm when it's cool out. So, kind of a do it all. Definitely a big fan of merino wool. I There are some synthetics out there. Just I trust wool a lot more. It's tried and true. Good stuff. So after you've got your base layer there, you're obviously gonna pick pants. These are the Tiburon pants, the Alpine pants, the Attack pants, and those are the Guide pants. Warmest weather to coldest weather. These almost have a fleece lining. These are pretty much breathable, see-through. If you hold them up to light, you can see a checkered pattern in them. Um, I will warn you, these do not have a DWR, the Alpines, and it shows. So if you're in wet weather, skip those. And either if it's hot, go with these, which do have a DWR, the Tiburons, or the Attacks. They're pretty much the do-it-all. Um, I've had a lot of questions on pants lately that I've been answering. These Tiburons are perfect for turkey hunting in the spring and summer. For Colorado, especially, it's been super hot. These are hot weather hunt pants, and they'll withstand some rain, things like that. But they are great for hot weather. I actually wore them all of archery in Colorado because it was so hot. Alpines again, they're warm, a little bit warmer than the Tiburons. They're uh, cooler than the attack or than the attacks, but they don't have a DWR, so not a big fan. I would actually not be wearing those again. The attacks are kind of a do-it-all pant. The guides, even this last second season in Colorado, was too warm for guide pants. Those are third season snow, cold weather, sitting um, hunting pants. They're not that you get too hot in them other than that. So obviously a good base layer is what you want to start with so that you're warm for your hunting day or for your hiking, or that you're cool. Nice thing about all this merino wool is you can wear it for several days on end and it won't smell nearly as bad as cotton or spandex, things like that that really hold that moisture in and start to give you a pretty bad smell. But the other half of this video, or the other part of this video I want to talk about, is insulation. And that is, again, an essential piece and can be life-saving. I know some people have been talking lately about, well, what do you do when you're sitting outside and, you're glassing and you're going to get cold? Um, Honestly, for me, I usually choose down for glassing, things like that. Yes, I will. I'm going to show you by audio here. It's loud. It makes noise. But this down jacket from Kuyu has been awesome. It's small, it's lightweight, it's warm, especially with the hood. Perfect for tossing on while you're glassing. And frankly, it's waterproof enough. It's water resistant, DWR coated, that it will bleed the water off for pretty much any of the Colorado storms that kind of flash over you, which I'm talking you're going to get rained on for 5 minutes and it's going to go away. Keeps you out of that cheap rain jacket over there that I've had forever. It's just a Eddie Bauer single shell. These two are all I take when I know I'm going to get rained on. This keeps me warm, that keeps me dry. That's not breathable. I'm not moving. I'm just sitting, getting soaked. That keeps the water bleeding off, keeps my down covered, protected, and dry. Quits raining, take the jacket off, take the rain jacket off, leave the down jacket on, and keep glassing. Um, if you are actively hunting, don't use this down jacket. If you're planning on spot and stalking, things like that, this jacket is too loud. I just did that with the down to show you. Hopefully the camera picked it up. I'm not sure, but here's the synthetic. I'm doing the same thing that I was just doing with the down, and obviously you can tell the difference in noise. This is the Kenai jacket from Kuyu, and it is not as warm as the down, but it is perfect for just putting on and frankly going out and hiking when it's cold. So think active hunting. You want that Kenai jacket. Sitting and glassing, you want the down jacket, the super down jacket. They're both pricey, but they're both worth it. Just depends on what you're doing. If you're going to be spotting and stalking, go with the synthetic Kenai. Again, same thing. If I'm out, I either have this and then I put my guide jacket on top if it gets really bad, or just toss that on if it starts getting too wet. It's coated, but it's synthetic, so it can get wetter. Won't be the end of the world. But I can't stress enough that get out there, figure out what system works for you. If you're allergic to wool, look at synthetics. If you're not allergic to wool, try it. If you haven't tried it, I promise you'll be happy with it, and it really does make a big difference when you're comfortable. It makes it so you can hunt longer, you can stay out in the field longer, enjoy the outdoors, um, get some insulation so that if you're sitting, you're cold, or you're out hunting or hiking during cold weather, that you're safe too. It doesn't take very long once you're cold to start making dumb decisions because you're cold and you're trying to get warm, and that can turn into a pretty poor situation. So I'm gonna go with this week's essential gear is base layers and insulation. So as usual, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you've subscribed already, thanks a bunch. If not, please just click the subscribe button down there, and you'll get notification of future videos. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Colorado Hunter Hiker. Sometimes the YouTube videos aren't coming out with email, so you're not getting notifications. So follow us on there. I always put up a link on Facebook and put up a screenshot on Instagram when there's a new video. So other than that, thanks guys. Have a great weekend.